Howdy-ho, internet neighbors. Welcome back to the channel. I am Vormithrax, here for some more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Continuing our A New Queen challenge. Still going. Let me make sure of a few things here. Hopefully that's where it's at. Accidentally moved a window in my streaming setup, and I'm not sure it's in the right spot now. I always love it when that happens. Okay, what's going on? So, happy Friday. Welcome back. Hey there, the Ranger. So, Arachne the 4th, still going. We're hanging out outside the Forge of Wonders. We finally dipped our toe into the Forge at the end of last episode. Got a look at it, first time I've been in there, so got a fair idea what it's about now, and it's, yeah, it's about as abusable as I expected. It's so massively overpowered and abusable. Oh, man. We'll roll with it, but it's probably going to go on my naughty list in the future. I'm glad I went there, and we're gonna go hop back in there in a minute, but it'll probably be on my naughty list for a while. It's just way too easy to get way too overpowered stuff. And we got a pretty bad draw on the items that were available, it sounds like, from what I've heard that you can get there. But yeah, it's just way too easy. So we'll see. But, so we're still on Arachne the 4th. We're currently trying to do the final power-up. We're in the final power-up phase. We've pretty much got all our skills where we want them. We need power, so we just need to get strong as... just as ridiculously strong as possible. So we're looking for magic, we're looking for spells, we're looking for CBMs. I think I'm going to stay away from mutations. I don't want to sully my arachnid nature with any other... lesser mutations, so plus I'm afraid of losing the good things we've got, so I don't want to mess with them this run. So we're done with mutating. I'm probably going to ditch all my mutation stuff just to free up some space, because we're not going to do any more of it. I might keep a tiny bit just on the odd chance that we get somehow mutated through some, maybe a Yug will show up and mutate me and I need to do something. Probably not even then. I can easily gather the materials I need to deal with it if I have to. So we'll see, but we got some more powering up to do. Whether we go after the Spider Queen this evening, I don't know for sure. It's going to depend mightily on just what else we encounter. We're going to take one more trip into the Forge of Wonders, because I'm pretty sure I can go steal a bunch of stuff, and I just want to go see if it's possible. So we're going to go try that real quick. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. It might. And the answer will be no Spider Queen. But we'll see. I just want to see if it's as easy as I think it's going to be, given the circumstances. So we'll give it a try. But so far, we've got very little in the way of magic capability. So we haven't found hardly any magic in the way of books. We've only got a couple of spells leveled up right now. Also, we've got not much more than what we started with for Bionics. We've added internal climate control and diamond cornea, which they're okay, but they're not going to massively change our power or affect a fight in any way. So yeah, so we're going to finish the forge here. If we stay alive with that little adventure, then we're going to hit the road. So we're going to unchain ourselves from this local area and then hit the road, because I'm about out of interesting places that I might be able to power up here in this local area. None of the cities have magic that I can get to. There's only one lab I know about way down south. Way down south. That one right there. I don't want to go all the way back down to there. So I'd rather go explore new and better areas. So we're going to finish the forge up. Then we're going to go, I think, north. Back up through this area, and maybe we'll head up this direction. One of these road chains, I think, is where we're going to go. We're just going to start traveling, looking for science labs that we should be able to just speed run ridiculously quick. For CBMs, maybe I'll go into... Actually, I could probably do one of the standard labs, the new labs now. Maybe we'll do a quick trip down to this lab, and we'll hop in. We're pretty powerful for regular enemies. It's just the Spider Queen we're vastly underpowered for. So we could probably drop into there, and we might be able to pick up some CBMs. We'll just look for scientist drops. I'm still not sure I'm going to bother doing too much butchering. I really dislike the whole butchering, autoclave, cleansing, purifying, mending process. It's just so cluunky now to go through that whole process. I prefer to just find clean CBMs and install those instead, and then go find other clean CBMs rather than waste 45 minutes maybe getting something out of a dissection, then having to spend time and setting up a whole autoclave process, then mending it and doing all that crap. Plus I have no pouches, and I just dislike that whole process now. I usually just roll with whatever I find on the clean side. So we'll probably jump into one. We'll see what one looks like, and see how we do with regards to getting some CBMs. There's another one right below it, so we might just try to speed run those two. There's only one turret in each of those, and I know where it's located, so we shouldn't get shot by anything. It'll just be the regular stuff. And acid is pretty much the only thing I fear now. We've got the boots of grounding, so we're immune to electricity as long as I'm wearing the boots of grounding. And we picked up some rings, so we've got some pretty high stats now. That's pretty much all we picked out so far from the Forge of Wonders. Right there. So we're sitting at pretty beefy 13, 15, 13, 12, which is nice. It's good. It's not going to save us against the Spider Queen, though. We got a long way to go if we think we're going to take her on. So I don't know exactly how far I'm going to keep traveling and keep trying to power up. It's going to depend a lot on whether I continue to see improvements. If we go a few hours and we haven't located anything that looks like it's going to improve things, I'll probably get too bored, and we'll just suicide our way into a Spider Queen and just see what we can do. But that's probably what's going to happen. Whether it happens tonight or not, I can't say. Don't know 100%. So that's kind of the plan. So that's the character sheet you've been looking at. There's our gear. At the moment, I'm not wearing anything. I put the Survivor suit on right before I went live just because I wanted to check something real quick. We've been running around without it with just ridiculous, like, 21 dodge skill. With this spider build, and it got even more ridiculous when we put the rings on because our stats went up even higher. So yeah, even with the survivor suit on now, we're sitting at a cool clean 12 dodge, which is really good all by itself, not even counting the massive amount of protection we now have. The only problem spot is our head. We got no... I can't put anything on my head, so we've got our protection from our chitinous plate. But, yeah, any headshots are still going to be a problem. So I do need to try to figure out if there's anything I can fit on my head. The chitinous plate just flat says nothing on your head. So I don't know. I don't know exactly just how restrictive that is. Does mutated anatomy allow me to put something on there? Or is it just flat no? So we'll see. We'll see if we can do a little bit of... adjusting and manage to get something on our brain. So that's kind of the plan. But I think what we'll do for the moment is, let's see, do I want to drop anything? Yeah, let's drop a few grenades, and I think I'll keep most of the rest of this stuff. All right. So the plan, like I said, we're gonna head back in. I'm gonna try to steal from the Forge of Wonders vault. I think it can be done, and I want to go test it. If I die, I'm gonna be sad, but we're gonna find out. I do these things so you don't have to. And let's just work our way back over. Let's go to here. Sure, cancel auto move. Alright. We did piss off one of the Forgeborn, but we haven't seen him since we retreated back away from the area. And or he stopped being mad at me. I'm not sure which. But I haven't had him come at me. Still nobody mad at me. Yep, still nobody hostile. Alright, so what I want to know, and for folks that haven't seen the previous episode or never been to the Forge, so this NPC here you can chat with. And you can trade, and he's got this huge pile of items and magic items and materials for crafting magic stuff. There's not a whole bunch left that he has that I think I would want. I can't wear the cloak, so that 5,000 trade value cloak is out. There's nothing else really on the super high end. There's 2 bracers of lesser defense, so I need, what, 780 or so. Trade value in order to pick up those 2. I think I can wear them both. And other than that, it's, I mean, wands and things like that. I'm not a big fan of those. I guess a greater dimensional tool belt might be fun, but it's not going to be something, again, that helps us in the fight, really, so... so yeah, I think I need about 700 bucks of trade value to get those 2 bracers, and that's about it I'm going to look for the trade, or for talking to him. But in addition to that, back here, we have the vault. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. So, there's Forge Demon in there as well. Forge Demon's hanging out right there, apparently. He's almost dead. I have no idea what it takes to kill one of those guys, and I'm going to try to avoid him entirely. So the plan is, now that he's down here, right up against the wall, I'm just going to go up north, and I'm going to teleport into the vault, grab some stuff, and then teleport back out again. We've broken the lights, but I've got full night vision, and I've got infrared vision, so I can see exactly where he's at, even when I'm all the way at the top of the screen. So I can see he's still right up against the wall. So I'm pretty sure, since he's not coming at me right now, he can't see me. He couldn't even see me over here, and or his presence sense is on the NPC here, or noises. So I'm pretty confident I can phase door into this area, grab some stuff, and then phase door back out again. I'm not going to go lower than, at the most, mid-screen, I think, just to make absolutely sure. But if I see him start moving north, then I'll know he's coming after me. And we'll just run north and we'll cast phase door until we get out. So, given the dimensions, I shouldn't have to cast more than a few times to get back out of here. I'll just come up into a corner, and that way either north or west or anything combination in between those will get me out. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try to steal some stuff. So, I want this skeleton key of opening. I want the Wizarding Guide to Backpacking, and we'll grab some kind of items of value, hopefully to get us enough money to get those 2 bracers. And I think that's it. That's pretty much all I care about. I don't know which of these would be better to grab. I don't think barter value 250. Barter value 250. Merch, barter value 250. Hub 01 gold coins, barter value 50, so that's better. We'll look for some Hub 01 gold coins. And then gold, I don't know how this works out. I mean, barter value 12.95. That, I assume, per piece of gold? No, that's for that whole stack, because look at that, 285 pounds. So, I don't know what that's showing me. Is that a gold bar? And is it can't be 285 pounds for 1 piece of gold. There's 25,000 of these things in there. So I don't know what it's showing me here or how it's showing this. I'm a little confused about the way it's representing this, because there's no way a single piece of gold with 26,000 of them being in this vault is 285 pounds. Just not possible. So, I don't know what the actual barter values are going to be. We'll take a look when we get a single piece in our inventory. But where are they at? So the skeleton key of opening is right there, and the wizarding guide is right there. So we got to come down to here, come across to here, grab some other stuff, and get out without this guy coming at me. I think we can do it. So we got 2,800 mana. We're up to 3,062 max mana with our int raised to 13 from the ring. So let's cast Phase Door. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Hopefully we don't run out of mana. Hey, we're in. Alright, so we are into the vault. Go down to the first spot. Actually, we've got to stay zoomed out. Uh-oh. You moving at me already? Inventory. Skeleton key of opening. He's moving. I'm not sure he's moving at me or if he's moving randomly. A little hard to tell. Let's go grab that. Now we'll start grabbing coins. Give me one single piece of gold. Alright, inventory, tell me about one single piece of gold. Barter value 0. Yeah, price 5, barter value 0. Alright. Any other items up here? Spider box, lesser wand of mana beam. Spider box is way too close to him. Not going for that. Nothing else up here, so I'm just going to try to grab, I guess, the hub coins. I think they're the most value that I'm aware of. Still seem to be okay. Still not coming at me. Lesser wand of mana beam. What are you worth? Price 200. You're probably worth a pretty good amount. I think that's probably enough. Like I said, I don't have that many things that I need to worry about. How do you see the info about the wind speed and direction? It also... You go to your panel settings, but there are other things involved, depending. So, you gotta be... I think one of the panel settings doesn't show the wind speed and direction option. I don't remember which one, but I use Classic. And we have a weather option, or no, a wind option right there. Not every one of these sidebar options actually has the wind option, though. And then, even if you have it, depending on how you have your font set up, you may or may not see the little arrow showing the direction. Alright, let's get out of here. So, no problem. He didn't notice me at all. He just did a little bit of random movement, just like I expected. I knew that was going to be the case, because when I was standing here, he didn't see me and come at me. So I knew as long as I stayed at least that far away, he wasn't likely to detect me. So this is why it's going to go on my no-no list. It's just way too easy. I'm not sure, maybe... What are these? Glass, steel, vault, wall. Probably you can't pickaxe through that, or jackhammer through it. I'm going to guess that a glass, steel, vault, wall can't be pickaxed, but I could be wrong. But with any kind of phasing or teleporting, we're out. Alright, so, like I said, I knew it was going to be easy, so it's going to go on my naughty list. This is just way too abusable. So this will be the one and only time that you see me do this. Until and unless I hear some changes have been made. Plus, because it was dark up there, nobody saw me steal, so I'm not in any trouble from the stealing or theft. Alright, let's trade. So, let's see. I want... Well, let's see. First, what am I going to get for the stuff? Mana Beam's worth 300 by itself. Yeah, that's mostly what I care about, is all of these. Man, it sucks that I have to do this. 62 each, so 10 of them would be 620, about 15 of them or so would get me the 2 bracers. So let's pop back over here. I want O and P. Like I said, I can't wear the cloak, can't mod it, and it won't let me wear it, so I'm not going to bother. Don't want the wands of various things. I don't think I brought out enough for the greater dimensional tool belts, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So let's see how much this adds up to. Oops. 1578. Well, we got close. Oh, that puts us, actually we do have enough. Because if I do that, oops, wrong side. If I do that, yeah, we got enough. So greater dimensional tool belts, I think that's it. The rest of the stuff I don't see that I would care or use right now. Credit of 146. That's fine. You can keep. Well, all right. I'll take away J and I. There we go. $21. You can keep the $21. Finalize. Yes. No. Bye. Alright, now we just have to get out of here successfully. We got the skeleton key. Still got the mana beam. Not that I'll use it. Good guide to backpacking. Bracers. And... Alright, where's the tool belt? Oh, wielding it, yes. Greater dimensional tool belt. As long as don't... Oh, almost walked into that lizard forge master. What I don't want to do is walk into anything on my way out of here. So, just a mite too easy to just take everything from the vault and buy up all of the mega powerful stuff. If the Forge Demons didn't kill each other, it'd be a totally different thing. But with the Forge Demons all killing each other, it's kind of silly. Yeah, the Wizarding Backpack has that as well. So Wizarding Backpack has Pain Split and Aura of Protection, which I think might be useful. We've already got Phased Door, and I could care less about Firelighter. But that's all I'm caring about right now. We got whatever I wanted. Alright, so the one thing I don't like about the interface and the Magiclysm stuff is you can't tell what the hell stuff does. I mean... Some things, like the Boots of Grounding, it actually tells you. When worn, you're immune to damage from electricity. Alright, that's very, very straightforward, very useful. I understand exactly what I'm getting for that. But, greater dimensional tool... No, let's look at... Skeleton Key of Opening's obvious. Which one was I thinking of? Oh yeah, the Bracer of Lesser Defense. What exactly does this do? How would you tell from this information? I mean, I understand the basic stats... or 24/24 protection at 45% coverage on your arms, but it also provides a light aura to reduce damage you take. Well, what does that actually do? What value does that give me? How would I know? I have the same problem with the protection spells. It doesn't actually tell you. Provides 4/4 protection, or... how do you know? That's the one thing I don't like. I can't stand when I can't figure out from the game or the interface what the hell something does. That bothers me. Alright, so we made it out. Let's throw on Bracer of Lesser Defense. Bracer of Lesser Defense. Did it put them on the same arm? Oops. Left arm, it did. So, swap side. Left arm, right arm. Alright, so we got a bracer on each arm. Greater dimensional tool belts, which also I'm curious about. So, holds far more than they should with a substantial weight reduction. Okay. So 4 pockets, 5 volume, 26 pounds, maximum length 49 inches, which covers... I'm not sure exactly what that covers. I don't know. I haven't memorized enough of the various lengths and weights. Ah, that's useful to know right there. Items in this pocket weigh 30% of their original weight, so you're getting a big weight reduction. I'm not sure if this is a good number or a bad number. I haven't played with pockets enough and actually looked at the numbers enough to know if that's like reduced from the normal. Is it normally like 200 moves to remove something from pocket? Apparently we've already got a whole bunch of coins in there. Alright, let's top outside for a second. Drop. Well, what are we at? So we're at 11.0 dodging. We dropped another point, I think, because I covered my arms with those bracers. I'm still okay with 11 dodge. We've got massive amounts of protection on our torso, our arms, and our legs. Our hands, our feet, and our head are the only spots that we don't have huge amounts of protection on. We've got the boots, which they're good. They're not great. They're okay. Though 95% coverage at 6/6 protection, so not awesome. But we're not gonna be getting hit in the feet too often. It does have 3 environmental and 2 acid, which is again not stupendous, but it'll take some of the edge off of acid damage. But acid is still a problem. So we've got immunity to electricity, but with so many acid enemies in the game, I gotta still figure out some kind of an acid solution. What else? The strengths, or the rings stay, of course. I'm a little undecided. I think I'm going to try with the survivor suit and the 11 dodge and see how well we do against a fairly large number of zombies. With the increase in our stats, the protection and the dodge, I think will be plus whatever these bracers are doing. Again, wish I knew. Wish I had some idea of what the bracers of lesser defense were doing for my whole body protection, not just my my arms. Why do I have an M4A1 with no... Oh, that was a spare I didn't sell because I've got my other gun there. Alright, let's... Oh, that's that M4A1. Never mind. I understand. I could have sold those as well, but we'll just keep them for now. Alright, what else? To keep the bracers... Oh, it was not the same one. Fine, be that way. Unload survivor suit. So if I dump the survivor suit, oh, it's because I have the hiking backpack too. Alright, and the hiking backpack. Let's see how ridiculous things look. So I've still got 20 volume for incidental items. Most of the things I would carry are going to fit easily into that greater dimensional tool belt. Nothing else. Oh, 45 items went with the backpack. That's right. I got to unload the backpack and see what fits. Yeah, let's do that. Where? Backpack. Unload. Backpack. Hey! Everything is out? Whoa. Well, most of those are tiny items. Alright, so Greater Dimensional Tool Belt has all the things. All the things and all the stuffs. And it's only 12 volume out of the 20 available. So that's good. So we can go pretty much buck naked. 16 dodge. 16? Oh, I think this is counting for making my dodge problematic as well. Alright, take all that stuff off. Just me and my rings. 25.5. Yeah, 25.5 dodge. There you go. That is the winning number. Highest dodge I've ever achieved. I've never seen 25.5 in any of my games previously. Alright. So, when we throw on the boots, we drop to... No, it still stays the same, so the boots are safe. The bracers, covering our arms, drops us by 1 point. That's also perfectly acceptable. The dimensional tool belt is, I think, where most of it disappears, because we're putting something on our torso, which counts double for the loss. Yeah, look at that. We dropped 8 points of dodge by putting on that tool belt. 8 points! We're down to a measly 17.7 effective dodge. And if we go with the survivor suit and the hiking backpack, we're down to 12.5. So, 13.5 if we leave the backpack off. Not much we're going to be looting from here forward too often, so I don't need a lot of space. And I might go without the backpack now. What is the, what's the coverage on this thing? 40%? Please be less. 10%. Oh, that's much better. Much, much better. 10%. Cool. So, only 10% of the time when I take a torso shot is the greater dimensional tool belt going to take a hit. Man, would that suck to have that just get shredded off of me by regular zombies, though. I might still end up dropping it just to be absolutely certain that we don't lose it. What's it made out of? Leather? Ugh. Yuck. I wanted it to be made out of, like, flexible orichalcum or something that's not going to get damaged easily. Alright, let's try running around without the hiking backpack for it. See how that goes. Okay, bracers, greater dimensional tool belt, boots of grounding, and some rings. That was pretty much our haul. Keeping the rest of the general stuff. Oh, and the skeleton key of opening. That's a pretty fun one, I guess. 50 lockpicking quality. So, I won't have to be looking for vehicles to make entrances into buildings anymore. So I'm happy about that. We'll see if we can put that to use as well. We should be... It's just the acid. I just fear the acid. I got boots of grounding and I got rubber boots. I'm going to have to keep wearing the rubber boots. Or keep them with me at the very minimum. And then swap them back and forth depending on the situation. Alright. Character stat-wise, we're bandaged and disinfected. So our hit points will head back up. Encumbrance is fine. Skills are fine. Let's, before we go anywhere, read the Wizarding Guide. So, phase door we've got. Classless is the aura protection, so we're definitely going to learn that. I don't know for certain that these are going to stack. I'm going to assume that they're going to stack, because otherwise I've got 3 auras of protection. And if I only need 1 to get the same benefit, that's another thing that I wish I could tell for certain via the interface. Is like, I have 2 bracers of basically aura of protection, and then I have the spell aura of protection. Am I getting 3 times the benefit if I cast the spell and wear the bracers? So... And then Pain Split is Biomancer. Are we locked into Biomancer? Oh, we're not yet. We got Magus and Technomancer. Alright, so we're going to definitely lock into Biomancer. That is one of the ones I wanted to do. So, Pain Split, please. Oh, please lock me out of Druid. Yes, do me the favor. Alright, we have learned Pain Splits. Let's cast it. Pain Split! 60% fail chance. I don't care. Since there's no negative to repeatedly trying. There we go. We've gained a level in Pain Split. We now have a 52% fail chance. Problem is, it's only difficulty 4, so we're still stuck at our current spellcraft level. And And Aura of Protection, difficulty 1. That's not going to solve our problem either. So we've got no spells I can try to learn that are actually going to give us... Interesting. A 1 hit point bar ticked up already. It's going to give us the ability to raise our spellcraft. Alright, so Aura of Protection's at 18% fail with skill 0. Alright, go ahead and cast that. Hey, look at that. We cast it. But unfortunately, it doesn't actually say Aura of Protection here. We cast it successfully. Nothing in the effects category. I don't know. What I don't like. I don't like when I can't tell what something does. Bothers me a lot. All right. "15 environmental, 1 fire, 0 acid." Doesn't seem very useful. Well, it does specifically state protects you from the environment. But 1 fire and 0 invulnerability is not that much. Oh, that's right, it is in the inventory. Aura of Protection. All-encompassing invisible layer of magical aura that protects you from the environment. Protection. 0000015. Trying to think what does that actually help against. Forget what's categorized as just environmental. Protect the wearer from ambient field effects, diseases, or other ailments. So, I'm protected against the cold and flu. Yay! Field effects include such things as... Well, it's it. See, I don't know. Acid, electricity, flame burst, radioactive gas. We'll see. There's a difference between field effect and direct damage. So I don't know exactly how this is all going to work out. We'll have to test it and we'll see. We'll see what the effects look like. I'm not going to go back and get the Treatise of Magical Elements. I don't care. I've already gotten too much ridiculous stuff out of there. I've exceeded my tolerance for freebies. For easy schmooze. Let's see. We're cooking and eating meat, right? How much meat do I have left? Consume. Dehydrated meat, fresh, 33. We're gonna have to go get some more meat. All those hit point bars are starting to tick over. That's fine. Okay, so we are now unlimbered from this area. I've been hanging around this area for a while, trying to do things, and we've just about run out of interesting things to do. Now that we've seen the Forge, experienced the Forge, raided the Forge, abused the Forge, we're going to go ahead and take off. I still think... Oh, that's right. We're going to go south first. We'll go south and we'll go take a quick look at how we do in the lab down here. And I need to test to see how we do against regular zombies too. Was there anything else I needed to do reading on? Other than leveling up some of the scroll of the spells we just got. I don't care about any of the regular books, so it's pretty much just the magic stuff. I'm also not quite at the point where I have a space problem, but pretty soon I'm going to start tossing mutation stuff out the vehicle. I would like to get the well, I'm usually going to be doing pain split from its position of safety. 2 rounds. Yeah, 1,000 mana. I'll be doing that from a position of safety, not in the middle of combat environments and such, so I don't really care that it's got a low fail chance, or a pretty high fail chance. I can just recast it over and over as needed. It's a good utility spell, but not one that I need critically in middle of combat. Usually. Not always, but spiritual armor or protection. Phase door, we got down to a 0 fail chance. Alright, so I don't see anything that I really need to worry about there. We've got 46 liters of diesel. Let's go ahead and get moving. Best places to find books with recipes for medieval and oriental weapons. Books don't spawn in museums, the actual medieval gear does. So, antique stores, museums, and... oh god, what's the other one? Pawn shops. Antique stores, museums, and pawn shops. Those are the 3 that you can find that kind of stuff in. If you go to mansions, there's places where the medieval gear can spawn in mansions, and most mansions, or all mansions, have a library section where you can find occasionally pretty good books. Other than that, libraries, of course, bookstores, schools, all the places books normally show up. Laboratory libraries, the apartment sections of laboratories. A lot of possibilities. Mansions are a lot scarcer than they used to be, so, I mean, recommending somebody just go to a mansion, and then they drive for 6 hours and never find one. I go entire challenges without seeing a single mansion nowadays. They're almost as rare as helicopter sites anymore. Hey, turkeys. Sorry, turkeys. I know. I'm a bad man. The other turkeys, oh, they're heading for the, Are these small enough to butcher in place? Guess so. 19 chunks of meat. That's pretty good. Wield. Guess I do need my hiking backpack. What's with the druid hate? The only spell I ever enjoyed out of the druid was the druid bow. And it's one of those things, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, because I haven't played a druid in a really long time, and Magiclysm back when I did play it was pretty new. But it was just ridiculously overpowered. Just ridiculously overpowered. So, and I didn't like any of the other spells that it had, really. But a lot of... I absolutely dislike animists. I can't stand the animist spell line. I just can't find a use for any of the damn spells. Druid... I love the bow, but I loved it because it was just so stupidly overpowered. How it works nowadays, I don't honestly know, actually. So a lot of my opinions are from the days back when it was pretty early in Magiclysm. Maybe now they're super awesome. Somebody feel free to pipe up and defend whatever they'd like to defend. But I haven't heard anybody just getting all giddy over Druid anytime recently. Huh, 4 turkeys. That was a lot of meat. I think batteries are now going to be a problem. Medium batteries. Yeah, I'm almost out of medium batteries. And I don't have a recharging setup yet. Let's see. Salted meat slice. Maybe we'll have to do some salted meat slices. That's going to take 40 of my 59 meat. I've got a good amount of salt. That gives me what? Salted meat slice. Vacuum-packed bags of salted meat slices, freshly sealed. Meat slices cured in brine. Salty but tasty in a pinch. But it's not showing me the actual food value because it's in a bag, I guess. Huh. I forget how much charcoal I've got laying around. I did charcoal first, so I think I used up most of my charcoal I had laying around. We'll do the salted meat slices. That's fine. How long is this going to take? Only an hour 45? Sure. Let's do some salted meat slices. I just want some quick and dirty food preservation. My food handling skill is increased. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I still got this leukocyte constantly draining my power. That's fine. Alright, get those. Then if I eat salted meat slice. Huh. That's actually pretty good. It's gonna make me thirsty, but I don't care about that. 402 calories, though. There's 2 per. And all it takes is my vacuum sealer is using one of my batteries. Yeah, so I've only got that used 200 charges of my 300. I've never used battery chargers. I just usually can't be bothered. It's so easy to pick more batteries up or use some other solution. My intent was to toss a recharging station into the front of the vehicle, just like Humvee normally comes with, which is why I don't usually have to worry about it. But even then, when I have it, I haven't used it in I don't know how long. But I'm not often a carnivore. It's only the thing that's making me do all this is because I'm a carnivore now. So, let's just finish up the salty meat slices. All good. It's nice and quick also. Alright, so that's it for the raw meat. So we've got 30 dehydrated meat. Toss the hub coins, gold, and all the meat slices here. Oh, 1 chunk of meat left. Oh well. Alright, cool. That's all I needed. Run over the occasional poor wild animal. We're geared up enough, and we've got enough stuff that the meat's not really a problem. It's just an incidental thing that I have to, every once in a while, pay attention to. Deer, huh? Nah, we're fine on food for a while. What's the plan now? The plan is to get moving to new areas. We're first going to hit this lab, this new lab, the small square lab. I'm just curious if we can deal with it fairly easily in our current incarnation and power level, and pick up some quick and easy CBMs from the scientists. There's a lot of scientists in these things usually. So we're going to go sit on top of it for a few minutes, let the robots and the zombies all fight each other for a while. I'll read a book or something while we sit outside of it, and then when the noise dies down a bit and the robots and zombies are done killing each other, we'll go back down in there. We'll take a look. Then we're going to get moving. We got one more lab just south of me that I could go check, depending on what we get here. But we need CBMs, we need magic stuff. That's pretty much the list. CBMs and magic stuff. We're on the final leg. We're just trying to superpower charge ourselves. So we've got all the vehicle we need. We've got all the gear we need. We've got all the skills we need. So it's just magic and CBMs, because I'm not going to do any other mutation stuff. Okay, let's leave the hiking backpack here temporarily. Oh, that's right. I wanted to just hang out here. We're not hearing anything at the moment. I don't have earplugs or anything in. I'm not deaf, but I'm not hearing gunfire. We did come over here earlier, briefly. Let's, oh, Pain Split doesn't have another level. Well, that makes it easy. And I don't care about this one. Oh, crap. Well, I guess it's more Magic Missile. Yeah, the robots do a pretty good job of thinning out the zombies. Ooh, super slow time passage, so there's still a lot of activity down below me. It could be that fight has already occurred and the zombies have all now risen back up again, so it could be chock full of zombies and all the robots are dead. That's probably what's happened here. Because we were in this area previously, so they would have had their initial fight already, and a lot of the robots would have died then, and they don't get back up again. So after the initial fight, if you don't get in there and get the zombies pulped, then you have to deal with a full zombie incursion. I've only got 3 science ID cards, so we'll hope we find some more ID cards in there. Let's see. Anything else I want to take? We're at 13.5 dodge before any bonuses kick in from combat. Do I play with fungal stuff on? Of course I do. Why would I turn it off? Yeah, they've already had a pretty good fight. Oh. Well, that's not good. Because the turret is right there, typically. Or in this corridor, at least. So, this is a little dangerous now. Manhacks. All about swords. Broken lab defense bots. And a bunch of clothing, I don't care. Well, somebody's fighting. Hopefully that is a turret. A root drone? What the hell is a root drone? Small bulb with a beak-like protuberance skittishly roaming about under 3 tendril rhizomes. Dripping and glistening, it resembles a creature newly born rather than a sapling grown from seeds. Okay. Deal with this thing. So, experimental mutant is up. So they're all trying to fight the experimental mutant. Alright, so the turret's dead. Yeah, 1,500 rounds of ammo. So they killed the turret. No big surprise since the zombies are still standing up. There's a science ID card. Right there where that lighting is. Cool. Titanium skeletal bracing, and there's a good CBM. So that's the kind of thing we're looking for. We're looking for scientists that have dropped these kinds of items. And it is right next to me. Epinephrine auto-injector. Well, look at that. Alright, so there's a few pretty cool things in here. Let's see if we can not get ourselves killed. All info. Or inventory, I mean. That. So I want that. That pays, gets our card back. Don't care. And one more over. Where was that? Ooh, another card. Oh, I see. All right. A little further over. Yeah, it's a few zombies. So they're apparently not able to hurt the experimental mutant. Or it's got some kind of healing factor going on. Pupating zombie that has not gone boom. What's up with that? Stamina seems to be dropping pretty damn fast. Why would that be? My head and mouth are cold, but that's not doing it. Where did that come from? Oh, that little thing there? Interesting. I'm going to assume that's where that came from. Lightning arcs from the root pod. So yeah, root pod's got lightning. Hey, they're cursed. Alright, let's back off for a second. Go grab that other science card. Get our stamina back. Let him kill a few more things.